Hey, this is Kevin. Welcome to the eBay Cave and Commonwealthpicker. We're just going to do some shipping today. Got some unique items that you might want to take a look at and see if you find them out there on your picking journeys. Just going to get started and talk about what sold today. We had a fairly slow day, about $158 worth of sales. I'm going to show you, I picked out 5 or 6 things that sold. I'm going to show you those and let you get a peek at how I do my shipping. All right, let's see. First item up is a Nautica pair of swimming trunks. Little spell out Nautica. Nautica is not the best name in the world. It's not Ralph Lauren vintage. It's not Tommy Hilfiger vintage, but it's a decent brand if you get the right color blocking, if you get the right spell out on it, embroidered in this case. And just a pair of swim trunks I picked up for a couple bucks at a yard sale. They went out for about $18 in really nice condition. So we're going to ship that out and should be fairly cheap to ship. It's $3.22 shipping is all that's going to cost, and it'll just go in a little poly envelope. I've got all different sizes of poly envelopes. You can't see it down here, but I got a little plastic dresser that I have a little, pull out little thing. And I have different poly envelopes in different sizes, and it goes down, the farther you go down, the bigger the size. So, alrighty. Put that label on there. I need to get to the post office a little early today. I've got something going to FedEx, so and FedEx pickup is at 3 o'clock where I'm at, so I need to get this done a little earlier in the day, and some things will sell later, I'm sure. But need to pick up sales. My wife, the Commonwealth Queen, told me. I asked her. I said, "Baby, can I quit my job?" And she told me there's no chance that I can quit my job unless I make a little bit more money than I'm making already. So I said, "How much do I need to make?" She said, "You need to make $75,000 reselling on eBay." And I thought, well, I could do that. That's not that much more than I'm doing right now. And she said, and you have to have 10,000 subscribers. So I thought that was a little harder. So if you want to help me quit my job, 10,000 subscribers, maybe we can get there pretty quick. So you can, that's only 9,950 more to go. So. All right, next one on the list is a beer tap. There's 2 of them this time went out. I bought these $3 a piece. I'm down to 2 left, I think. This one is going overseas through the global shipping program. This one is going to be a pretty good sale, $35, I think, $36 plus shipping. I've already got the box set up ready to go, so we'll put both of those in here. We'll get these shipped out. I'm not sure. I might have too much bubble wrap on these. Might not be able to get them in. They're going to go in just fine. I'll put a little bit of paper on the top just to keep them safe. And if you're not doing the global shipping program, if you're a reseller, I would highly suggest doing it. It's really no more work, and you're going to increase your sales. They have to pay that extra shipping. You don't. It's usually a cheap shipped for me because it's only going to Kentucky. And then from there, they'll go overseas. So I highly suggest doing it. I almost never do my own shipping out of the country. Too much of a pain. I'm hearing something back here. Sophie, you've been my dog's been hanging out with me today. So you want out of here, huh? You've been sleeping all morning. You want out. So here, you want a little snack, do you? You want a little snack? Okay, we'll get you out. We'll say goodbye, and I'll let you out the door. Okay. See, y'all woke up. All right, bye. Get you out of here. Okay, So I'm going to ship both of these out. It's a nice little profit, looking at close to $30 profit on this sale. Pretty happy with that. And I think we've had a fairly good week, but a little slow some days. You know, summer's not always the best. For me, it's pretty good because that's when I have the time. And a lot of people do. But a lot of people also have the time to vacation and do things they wouldn't typically do, get out of their normal routines. And so sometimes that hurts sales a little bit on eBay. Obviously, Q4, quarter four is when everything picks up, and the quarters around it are pretty good too. And I just put something on the wrong package. Hopefully I can get that off of there. And it looks like it's gonna come off. Barely. Occasionally you put the label on the wrong package, and that's what I just did. It's always better to catch that now than it is to figure it out after you ship something out. And that's kind of part of reselling anyways. Every once in a while there's going to be a mistake somehow, some way. And I've shipped some things to the wrong places every once in a while. And I've shipped the wrong things to the right places. And but hopefully that's the exception to the rule. All right. Next item up on the list today is going to be a book. Louis L'Amour books. Sold a few of these in the past. I got a great deal on these, and this one sold for $9. It'll go medium mail. It should be about a $5 profit on that item. I'll put it in this one. Put it in a different one. And those leatherette kind of Louis L'Amour books are decent sellers. I can't complain about them. I got a fairly big lot of them, and took all the pictures at one time, sat down and listed most of them, and they will almost for sure all go. There are a few lots that I'll lot out, put them together to make sure they sell, because they're not the best sellers in the world. But I would think on that lot I'll end up making close to well, maybe not, maybe about $80 on that lot. Put an hour and a half's worth of work into it or so, and make $80. So I'm pretty pleased with that number. Sometimes I put extra tape on a book. I'll bubble wrap it, and then I'll put a little extra tape on the book. Not on the book, but on the poly envelope around the corners. Make sure that the bubble wrap stays in place. All right, get that one shipped out. And I'll have 3 more items to ship out, and they're kind of unique items, so I'll let you take a peek at those. There's medium mail. And I've been watching a few other YouTubers lately and enjoying some of their content, some new ones like me. Thrifty as me's been watching. I appreciate that. Thanks for your views and your comments. I've watched a couple of your videos, watched a couple last night. I'm gonna check out a couple more today. I think you said you're from Texas. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Alright, this one is a Jurassic Park shirt. I don't know if I've showed the video. I had this when I was taking pictures of it, I think, and had it up the other day. But Jurassic Park is a good seller. They, I buy toys. I've got some retail arbitrage stuff from Jurassic Park. That was on clearance that we've bought, and a lot of the old JP stuff sells pretty well. This shirt sold for, I think, around $25. It was a thrift store find for $3.79. So that's a nice sale. Should be, you know, about a $13 profit on that. On something as easy as a shirt. That's the kind of sale I like. I want to say that my wife found this one. I can't remember. She'll probably tell you. She may be coming in here in a minute. I know she sold something on Posh today, so she comes down here and uses this space to do her shipping. There we go. Print that one and ship it out. So she'll come down and she has her own little space with her tissue and stuff like that, and uses the printer and has her stuff that prints off. And she just does all that on her own down here. And I know she needs to come, and she knows I'm going to the post office, so you may see her show up in a minute. She might not show up if she knows I'm videotaping though, so we'll see. We'll get her on here soon enough. And maybe, how am I going to get to 10,000 subscribers if I don't have my beautiful wife on here? That's what I tell her. So, all right, this item. Uh-oh. Might have messed one up here. Let's try this again. All right, this is radio waves, and I sold a few the other day. I have a box up here that has 100 in it, and another box that has about maybe 50 left in it. And I don't make much on these, but $3-4 every time I sell one. And you know, times 200. I mean, it's a huge buy. It's something that takes up a little space, and I've made quite a bit of money on them. So let's see. Here we go. Here they are. Have a buyer's note. It says, "Wow, haven't heard the name Dr. Demento in years. Should be interesting." And there's some promo DVD or promo CDs. So go ahead and print that one off and get them sold. And I lot them up. There's a little bit of competition out there. I lot them up in two, and people can buy them and listen to one and give one away if they want. I mean, it's not like I don't have a bunch of them. Alrighty, let's change the weight on that. I usually put these in 2 of the poly jackets. Just give it a little extra added security, safety. And then we'll look at one more item, which I'm gonna ship later, I think. I'm not gonna ship it later. We'll turn you off for today and then ship it out. And it's an item that we looked at in one of the previous videos, if you've seen them. If you haven't, there's an attachment in the description below, or you can wait to the end of the video and click on the yard sale playlist and check out my previous videos. Alright, and that is this item right here. And it is just an ashtray, a Starburst, I don't know what it is, ashtray. It's a little too big to be an insert, unless it's an insert. I mean, it may be an insert, it might just be a tabletop ashtray. You'll see the cutout there, there's 4 cutouts in it. Looks like it is for cigarettes, however, there's a broader cutout in there, and it could be cigars. I don't know why I like to sell ashtrays. It's very hard to find them anymore. The little ones, as far as a be on the lookout, the little ones, like this is generic, so it's nothing special. But the little ones, especially from McDonald's, that have the little M, if you remember, if you're old enough to remember being able to smoke in a McDonald's, those will sell pretty good. I want to say upwards of around $40. This one's not quite that good. This one was interesting. I paid 50 cents for it, and I bought a bunch of them not too long ago. And it sold, I think, for $15 plus shipping. So it's about a $12 profit on this item, which I'm pretty happy with. But I am going to have to do some extra work on that. Should take about 5 minutes or so to ship it. So thanks for joining me today in the cave, and please subscribe and hit the bell and leave some comments. I know I got a comment today from another video that the volume isn't too good, so I'm going to try to work on that and get a mic, and maybe you can hear me a little bit better. All right. Thanks for joining.